This tutorial is a complete guide on YAML. What is YAML? YAML is human-readable data serialization format. Data serialization is the process of converting complex data structures, objects, or data types into a format that can be easily stored, transmitted, or reconstructed. It stands for YAML ain't markup language. YAML is often used for configuration files and data exchange between languages with different data structures. YAML was created by Ingai.net, Ingai.netter, Clark Evans, and Oren Ben-Kiki. The first YAML specification, YAML 1.0, was published in 2001. YAML 1.2, the latest version of the specification, was published in 2009 and remains the most widely used version as of today. YAML Basics. Key-value pairs. YAML uses a simple key-value pair syntax. Colon separates keys and values. Each key-value pair represents a piece of data. Lists. Lists are denoted by a hyphen and a space. Lists allow you to represent an ordered sequence of items. Nested structures. YAML supports nested structures, allowing you to represent hierarchical relationships. Scalars. Strings are enclosed in single or double quotes. Numbers and booleans don't require quotes. Comments. Comments start with the hashtag symbol. Comments help add explanatory notes to the YAML file. Here is an example YAML file. The document starts with triple hyphen, which is a YAML document indicator. The employee key has a list of 2 items, each representing information about an employee. The information for each employee includes the name, age, address, with nested, city, and zip. Comments provide explanations for different sections of the YAML file. Scalar is_manager is added to each employee in the employee list, indicating whether the employee is a manager, true, or not, false. The key-value pairs, for employee_ID and department, demonstrate the number, employee_ID, and string, department. The typical extension for YAML files is .yaml or .yml. Both extensions are commonly used, and they are interchangeable. YAML anchor and aliases. Anchors. An anchor is created using the and symbol followed by a name. The anchor is associated with a specific node in the YAML document. Anchors are typically applied to maps, sequences, or scalars. Aliases. An alias is created using the asterisk symbol followed by the anchor name. The alias references the node marked by the associated anchor. Aliases can be used wherever the marked node is needed, promoting reuse. Multi-line strings. In YAML, multi-line strings are used to represent blocks of text that span multiple lines. There are two types of multi-line strings in YAML, folded style and literal style. Folded style is denoted by the greater than symbol. It allows for a multi-line string where each line break is folded into a space, and consecutive lines separated by a blank line are treated as separate paragraphs. In the folded style, the new lines are replaced with spaces, and the content is folded into a single line. Literal style is denoted by the pipe symbol. It preserves all line breaks and indentation, providing a more literal representation of the text. In the literal style, line breaks and indentation are maintained as is, making it suitable for preserving the original formatting of the text. YAML Directives. YAML directives are instructions provided at the start of a YAML document. YAML Use Cases. Configuration files. Many applications use YAML for configuration files due to its readability and simplicity. Data exchange. YAML is used for data exchange between applications with different data structures. Ansible playbooks. Ansible, an automation tool, uses YAML for writing playbooks that define automation tasks. Kubernetes manifests. Kubernetes uses YAML manifests to define resources and configurations. YAML tool and validators. YAML linters and validators. Tools like yamllint and online validators help ensure correct YAML syntax. Here's a brief demonstration on using yamllint. Verify if yamllint is installed by running the command, yamllint version. If you encounter command not found, proceed to install it. Install yamllint using Homebrew if you are on Mac OS, or else refer the commands displayed on the right of the screen for different operating systems for installation. Confirm the installation by rerunning the version command. Create an example YAML file to validate with yamllint. Run yamllint followed by the YAML file name to check for syntax errors. Address any reported errors, such as too many spaces after hyphen on row 4 and 9 in column 5, by adjusting the YAML formatting. In this case, ensure there is only one space after each hyphen. Rerun the yamllint command to check if the YAML file is now error-free. Introduce a deliberate syntax error to observe if yamllint correctly identifies and reports it. Confirm that yamllint successfully identifies and reports the introduced syntax error. This demonstration showcases the installation, verification, and usage of yamllint for validating YAML files, addressing formatting errors, and identifying syntax issues. Online YAML parsers. Online parsers help visualize and validate YAML data. Let's explore an online YAML parser available on the web. By inputting the contents of our YAML file on the left, we can visually inspect the parsed data on the right, presented in a more readable format. In our YAML file, the data structure consists of a list named employee, containing 2 items, each representing a nested structure. The online tool provides an intuitive visualization of the parsed YAML data. Additionally, we can observe that when introducing a syntax error into the YAML content, the online tool promptly detects and displays the corresponding error message. This highlights the utility of online YAML validators as an effective means to validate YAML syntax and structure. YAML to JSON conversion. To convert YAML to JSON, you can use various tools, and one commonly used tool is JQ. Here's how you can do it using JQ, cat your_file.yamljq. Output.json. Replace your_file.yaml with the name of your YAML file. This command reads the YAML file, pipes it to JQ, and outputs the result in JSON format. YQ for YAML processing. YQ is a powerful command-line YAML processor. It can be used for various YAML tasks, including converting YAML to JSON. Here is the installation commands for different operating systems. Command for YAML to JSON with YQ. In this command replace your_file.yaml with the name of your YAML file. This command uses YQ to evaluate the YAML file and convert it to JSON format, J option. Additional YQ features. Filtering and selecting data. Updating YAML. These examples demonstrate some basic functionalities of YQ. The tool is versatile and can be used for more complex YAML manipulations. Here's a concise demonstration on using YQ. Verify if YQ is installed by running YQ--- version. If command not found is displayed, proceed to install it. Install YQ using Homebrew. If you are on any other operating system, please refer to previous slide for respective installation command. Confirm the installation by rerunning the version command. We have an example YAML file. To convert YAML to JSON, use YQ eval-j followed by YAML file name. Now let's retrieve the first name from the employee list using YQ eval command. Now let's try updating the first name in the employee list using YQ eval command. We got the updated output as standard out. Note that the file is not updated. Let's try redirecting the updated output in same YAML file. Attempting redirection didn't work. Update the YAML file in place using the -i flag. Now the file is updated. Best practices. Consistency. Maintain consistent indentation, commonly 2 or 4 spaces, and use the same style throughout your YAML documents. Quoting. Quote strings when they include special characters or spaces. Example key, this is a string with spaces. Readability. Prioritize human readability. Use new lines and indentation to make the document easy to read. That's all for this tutorial, see you in the next one.